Wow. All right. Ooh, Mizkif, new video.
Hi. This is for my viewers, my friends, and anyone who wants to know how I've been and what happens next.
Wow.
As many of you know, I'm a huge extrovert.
He's so
I've always
dreamy.
loved being around people my whole life, unless I was playing World of Warcraft. But for the last 9 months,
he's got a stain on his shirt.
Hey!
Am I crazy or does he have a stain? Is there a stain on his shirt?
Stopped going out almost entirely. The few times I do go out, I get reminded why.
Actually, on his 23andMe, he's neither Arab or Jewish, which is insane. He is Italian. His 23andMe, he is Italian, which explains why he was thrown out immediately.
It's because I don't want to put the people who still stand by me in a position where they have to defend me or get looked at sideways just for being near me. People like Jeannie, Belle, Alana, or Asian Andy, and a couple other people. Those people I don't even want to mention. I don't want people to bother them. That's why I wasn't at Anime Expo these past week. I wanted to stand at my friend Jeannie's booth to support her. I would just talk to random people who just want a picture like I usually would. Because talking to people used to be the easiest thing in the world for me. But not anymore. Now, every room I walk into, I don't know who already made up their mind about me without hearing a single thing from my voice. They might be nice to me to my face, but then behind my back, I'm a rapist. My friends get invited to parties all the time, but I don't go. Dinners, lunches, I just stay inside. But the friends I have now, they're real. They've stayed with me night after night, even when they didn't have to. I won't forget that. That kind of sacrifice that they've been doing, I appreciate it. But here's a hard part about that love. That love is exactly what Emeru showed me for years. So how do I trust it now? She supported me through some of the hardest times of my life, through my worst days, my best days, and any day in between. Emeru was there, and a lot of you guys know that. Over the last 9 months, my friends would invite me out, but if someone new was coming, I'd always stay home. I don't want that person to judge me or judge my friends or sit there feeling a little awkward because I showed up. I don't want them looking at me or looking me up, finding out what I do. And the first thing that comes up.
Like this is, yeah, see, look. He's 0.06% Jewish. He's 95.5% Italian.
Just resubscribed on Kick.
GASIIM.
Southern European, 95%. Italian, 95%. No. I'm British! No! Up is pages of Emeru's.
Wait, what happened? Yo, thank you. Awesome Gamer for resubscribing. Let's go. Welcome back. Level 21.
Allegations. And Asmongold reacts. Because that's what happened. This exact scenario has already happened. I've been out with my friends, and their friends pulled them aside to tell them I'm not to be trusted, and that I'm a bad person, that I'm a problem. And no friend of mine should have to hear that. And I'm sure you would do the exact same. I used to get stopped all the time when I went out. People would come up to me, they would say hi, ask for a picture. Now on the rare times I do go out, I watch the opposite happen. Someone looks at my face, you can see the headlines just...
Yo, Ms. Rape, can I get a picture? I love you.
Behind their eyes, staring me down like deer. And then they look away. Fast.
Damn.
Like they saw something they weren't supposed to see. I would have people look at me, turn around, point at their friend.
Mizkif, no. Hey, buddy, look. Look, it's that rapist guy on Twitch.
At me, and then they start laughing. I've had that happen dozens of times. That's the whole interaction now. I went from being someone strangers walked up to someone they actually look away from. I've been called awful, disgusting things to my face in public more times than I can count. I got attacked on Twitter for going to a party that my friend invited me to. People stopped treating me like a person, and they just started treating me like I'm a...
It is so crazy. Like, just once again to, like, run the record back. Him and Emiru were breaking up, kind of, like, off and on. She came over. They were making out. And she cried, but then they started making out, and then he put his hand like down towards her pants, and she said no, and then he stopped, and that's what she's ruined his life over. Like,
monster. I become...
And then he stopped.
Actually embarrassed to be myself in public, a shell of myself, because other people were motivated to bury me and who I am. And even just any social place. I don't talk in Twitch chat anymore. I don't say hi to my old friends like I once did.
Dude, Karasu is seething in the chat. Look at him. Look at him.
I haven't done that in 9+ months. In World of Warcraft, I'm afraid to even say hi in general chat because I don't want people to just call me a rapist. Think about that. These things that Emeru said is exactly why I didn't go to my family and I didn't go home for Christmas. Instead, I just stayed in LA and I streamed on Kick. My dad lost his brother last year. He was already grieving. My uncle was very close to me and my whole family.
Thanks a lot, Emeru. Thanks a lot.
But I just couldn't walk through that door and hand him more grief and stress than he was
nice, Emmy. Look what you did.
Already carrying. My family knew the situation. My parents watched my YouTube videos, and my parents told me they had to stop turning on the TV because they just couldn't look at more things people were saying about me. My mother, she doesn't have the greatest of health, I could say. She's had brain surgery recently, and she also lost an eye that popped out of her head. It's very terrible. And
what the fuck, Emiru? What did you do? Dude, come on. Yo, click the link, guys. I need you right now. Click that motherfucking link, baby. Let's go.
Told my brother to hide all of this from her. I had to. I told my brother to put on a happy face for Christmas and just
nudes,
act
pussy.
like I'm doing okay through all this controversy.
We need a fappening leak of Mizkif's iCloud.
Because if my mother knew what I really was going through, I'd just know she would suffer more. And there was just no version of me going home where this just didn't follow me through the door, into my town, and everywhere we went. I once made a video on my 5th grade teacher about how proud he was of me. I was so proud that he was proud. After 20 years, I cried. It was amazing. It was one of my favorite experiences of being a streamer. That teacher stopped texting me.
Pro gamer tip.
I also couldn't go.
If you get your iCloud hacked on purpose, they can't get you for revenge porn.
That's true. That's true.
I once made a video on my 5th grade teacher about how proud he was of me. I was so proud that he was proud. After 20 years, I cried. It was amazing.
And then he ghosts him.
One of my favorite experiences of being a streamer. That
yeesh. Oh, now you're a rapist? Yikes, my guy.
Teacher stopped texting me. I also couldn't go home because I didn't want people like my friends to be embarrassed or just have in the back of their head that maybe he did do it. Maybe he did have a problem. Maybe he was this guy. And I just can't live with that. I just can't be around people I've known for 20, 30 years and have even the back of my head that I don't know if they think I really did do something like a crime towards Emeru, a girl they all met, a girl they've all hung out with, and they've seen how she treats me and has been around me and how much she was in love with me. If you guys don't know me, I'm a people pleaser. I want people to look at me and be proud. Emeru met my family. She knew them. She flew to New Jersey multiple times, and they flew to Texas multiple times. In fact, her parents met my parents, and we all went mini golfing. I remember in my backyard.
Her parents met your parents?
My dad always sits there and smokes cigars, and my mom.
Why do you say it like that? Like, okay. I'm on his side, but like, why does he say it like that though? Like,
who's very worried about me, asked Emeru if she's been looking after me. And Emeru doesn't really talk a lot when she's around my parents. And she looked up and she said, "Of course, I always protect him." Since the allegations, I just am not honest with my family. I love them and they love me, but when they call me and ask how I'm doing, I just give them a surface level answer. And that's the same thing I do with all my other family members. Damn. My uncle and aunt who were so proud of me just last year. My cousin, my age, who knew I was a streamer. These cousins I only started talking to again 2 years ago. I haven't seen them in 15+ years. And we were finally rekindling and becoming a family.
Now they think I'm a rapist.
If you guys don't know, I don't have a big family. My sister's a lie. I have one brother, a mom and my dad, and I don't really have much besides my uncle and aunt.
He means his sister's a lie because the Mizkif sister joke is, it's just like a bitch that looks like she would be, but she's an OnlyFans whore and it's not even his sister.
Yeah, so me rekindling again with my cousins, it felt like I was finally bringing back my family and maybe for a future family. My cousins my age knew I was a streamer, and I remember going with them to the Great American Mall, and we just hung out, talked, ate Mr. Beast burgers, and I just felt like it was the first time in a long time that our family's having growth.
Wow.
It's always been deaths. This is the first time it felt like there's actual progression. Seeing my family and finally rekindling with them. I know that they watch me, and I know that they watch the streaming scene, especially the younger one. He was pretty active in it. They haven't talked to me since last October. I know I could reach out to them, but
they so fake for that, man. They so fake.
I don't want them to think less of me. I was proud that they were proud of me. I was proud that they thought I was cool. Nobody that cares about me deserves to deal with any of this. So I've just sat by myself most days, stayed in my room,
over
or
Beast
I had my
Burgers,
friend
crazy.
Jeannie around, or Alana, and
so
they've
cozy,
been with me since day one of this. In fact, Alana was in Instagram Reels with me during this whole process, with thousands of comments attacking her, and even she lost friends over it because they said to her, how can you possibly be friends with a rapist? To my viewers or people who used to watch me, I understand you believed the creators who fed you these lies. I understand how the internet works, and I get it. People see something on Twitter and take it as a fact. 1 minute your favorite celebrity dies, the next you're reading Extra Emily almost hit another car. It all scrolls by on the same speed, so I get it. The internet and the world are very fast nowadays, so it's difficult to really know what's really happening. And I get why you read a headline and never heard my side. And those creators who push these false narratives understood that too. They knew I was a scapegoat, they knew I fit the story, and everyone fits their perfect image. It's a 1 out of 10 video for them, but it's my 1 out of 1 life.
Oh, he's gonna go after Asmon.
And I understand why creators didn't talk to me.
He's gonna
either.
cook
the ones who got wary
Asmon.
of me because of what
11
they heard or
minutes
what they
in.
were told by Emaru. You don't know me.
Shit. He might as well
Maybe
have
try not
actually
being a
raped her
terrible
fucking
person, my
ass.
guy.
You probably don't know Emaru, so you're going to choose her, especially when the public is telling you that that's the right answer. You saw what people like Asmongold were saying. We believe our authority figures, but those people lie all the time.
Karasu, he's got more pure blood than you do. What are you? He's 95% Italian.
And you don't see it because they built
That's like the most insane. No one's 95% anything. That's insane.
a bubble around themselves that profits off of exactly this. It's why the second this broke, every drama YouTuber sided with her immediately and pushed a story that I'm a monster. Because it's a business. Go against the narrative, Asmon doesn't react to your video. Go against the narrative, you don't get the views. Everybody wants to be on the winning side, so no one was on mine. Let me go ahead and explain the deeper context because nobody else
don't have beautiful eyes like this birds are coping.
cared to. I put a decade of my life into this job, a decade of trying my hardest, building something I truly want to be proud of. And my viewers are people who watched me since even 2017 or 18. You guys know I love this job more than anything. I love my
Imagine
job.
if he was on a potato with those eyes.
I obsess over this every second of my life. I love making content and making people laugh. That has not been something I've changed since I can remember. When I was 5 years
You're 100% Bangladeshi. Damn, pure
old,
blood.
I fucking
Look at his
love
real hairline.
my job, and I'm fucking good at it. But it's more than a career they tried to take. They tried to paint me as a monster for the rest of my life. Not for a year, for the rest of my life. When I'm older and have kids on my own, some other father could recognize my face. And suddenly my family is the one dealing with, did you know their dad is a rapist, a stalker, and an abuser? My kid will never have friends, and we will
My kid can never have friends.
be exiled from the community, and I have to live with
Dude, he's really like playing that out. That's like,
that fear every day.
he's already
of
sure
my
about
life.
that.
If I ever go on a date with someone, a normal person, I have to sit there and explain all this before she finds out online, and I can't expect her to never find out, because
Where
her
are the
friends might know
Italians
who I
now?
am. And if she
They're
finds out that I hid
raping
this,
Hamas,
then she probably
asshole.
will immediately assume that I'm not telling her the truth. And I've already had this happen. I've went on dates with girls and their brothers have warned them
That's some
about
wild
me,
game
and they want me
theory.
to stay away because they think that I'm a rapist. That's the future that I was written. And it's a permanent future. Emaru shared her lies and slander, and it was calculated with every word. She played it into those dynamics, and the people ate it up. Lawyers
Didn't your
reviewed
dad
it
like
before
rape
This is how the
Miriam?
average
or
Roman
any of it
looked.
ever came out. It was built on purpose to make you see a false version of me. I'm loud. I look like a dick. And she's the sweet, innocent girl from Kansas who plays it soft and never raises her voice. That contrast is not an accident. It was the whole strategy, and it was the strategy I slowly learned at the end of our relationship. You're not stupid if you believed her. You were tricked by people who planned it down to the finest detail. So I'm not asking you to feel bad for believing it. I'm asking you to hear my side, the same way you guys heard hers. And to any of those slop YouTubers or YouTubers who are watching this,
Yeah,
I've talked about this publicly for hundreds of hours. Emaru has talked about it.
That was a crazy.
And while we're here, let's talk about Asmongold's hypocrisy for a second. Here's a guy who felt so terrible for Emaru that he made multiple videos helping destroy my entire life, willing to lie for her immediately. But when it came to the Sykkuno situation, in every situation like it, it's been the complete opposite.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many people are going to have to come forward until Twitch maybe takes action about Miz, but I could imagine that it's probably a matter of if and not when, you know, with so much verifiable evidence, you know, in terms of like holes in the wall, violence, like on camera things that he's done. Like there's so many things, right? And it's like, there's really nothing that's going to happen about this like on Twitch's end. Like, what are we doing here? And so, yeah, that's about it. If you had to say him, you'd be permanently banned.
I'm not really praying on Asmon's downfall for that, because I don't like that Mizkif's like a libtard that's just doing it performatively and just reaping the benefits, and would like definitely have just done this to someone else if it had happened to them. You know, he would have just 100% thrown them under the bus. So I don't really care that much, but he is probably accruing a negative karmic debt there. I'm not gonna lie. That's what if I was Asmongold, I'd be worried about that, because just that blatantly being able to lie about someone that you're friends with.
Sorry, Miz.
In like a half a second.
Had me acting real strange.
Yeah, like that's got to have a negative karmic debt.
And Twitch is unfair. Twitch is completely unfair. They are totally ideologically captured and they're awful. So hopefully that's what happens. And then you had sex with him because you thought he was going to be your boyfriend. Like that's the only lie, because it's either that or he raped you. Which one? Well, I'm not going to accuse anybody of anything, right? I mean, I think that that's a pretty serious thing. And, you know, like sexual assault, sexual misbehavior, I think is really bad. And, you know, like I don't want to be pontificating or, you know, theorizing on what did or didn't happen.
Could happen.
That's it. So it's just it's a weird thing for him to do. But, you know, it's just the way people like that are, I guess. Like with these accusations, like these are life-destroying, career-destroying accusations if this stuff is true. I mean, he's literally getting accused of like sexual assault and like, you know, somebody says rape, right? Like, of course I'm not going to just immediately say that's true.
Dude, he won't even say it about Hazan. That's crazy.
I mean, that's insane. That's an insane accusation to make.
That's
a crime.
He wouldn't even... Yo, why did he hate Mizkif so much, though?
That's something that should be handled by the police. I don't know.
This was planned. This was not a finally having the courage to say something like she claimed it wasn't her stream by millions, and now you know. This has been in the works. This was not a spontaneous stream.
Dude, Michael should do a bunch of different potatoes that are all singing, but they're at like different speeds. It should be like singing 1, singing 2, singing 3.
Listen, guys, Emiru promised me a Asian
She's
GF.
gonna line them up.
If I lied for her, you understand, right?
Whoa!
But who exactly was involved in this? Who would ever do something so horrible? Were there others? There's a clip of Asmongold from October 17th, just a week before Emaru's allegations came out, gloating that he had already known Emaru was about to make an impromptu stream.
That's not why people don't want to collaborate with Miz. It has nothing to do with it.
He's a rapist.
And he knows that. And also, it doesn't have a lot to do with Tectone either. He's lying. Now, I have not said anything about this at all. I have not gone into this on any level. But that's not why. It's not even close to why. Spill the tea? I don't think I'm gonna have to.
Huh?
I've got a feeling I might not have to. Don't leave us hanging.
Ooh.
What can I say? I love a show. To be continued. Probably by somebody else. Give us a hint? No. When the bullets start flying, the videos are going to start coming. I'm going to cover this whole thing. Why vague? Because there are some people who deserve to tell the story more than I do.
Crazy how he could see the future like that, except he couldn't. He just already knew what she was going to do. Asmongold knew. What kind of Houdini-style foresight is that? I thought Asmongold defends men. Why did he listen to Emmy lie on stream that it was a spontaneous stream?
Yeah.
And not disagree? Then continue to show clips of me from years ago.
Yeah, why? Well, why does he hate Mizkif, though, actually? I don't even know. Like, I just don't even know. What is Asmongold's beef with Mizkif?
To push the
It's so
story
random.
to his millions of viewers that I'm an abusive stalker rapist. We'll find out soon. And maybe his bubble will find out as well. I trusted Emru
Dude, stop being vague. Just say it.
for 3 years, and she did this. I don't trust people the way I used to, almost at all. And that's not me being dramatic. That's where I'm at. Something breaks in you when someone you let that close.
World of Warcraft
and
beef.
Emiru Simpro, that's why.
Mizkif sucks. Yeah, but all of Asmongold's friends that he sides with suck too. Like, just as bad or worse.
What she did. It doesn't come back just because the time has passed, and underneath all of it, I feel more alone now than I ever have in my entire life. But what I do feel for is to
Two
clear my
vague
name
posters
and hold
going head
those
to head.
who destroyed my life.
I don't know what'll
accountable.
happen
Fighting
next,
for
but it's gonna
the
be
people
crazy.
who've had my back through all this and getting into a place where I enjoy what I built.
We'll just have to see.
And I have a community again. And until this is finished, until I'm done with what I need to do, I don't want to have a lot of emotions.
Yo,
I know
click
that
the
sounds
link, guys. Click that motherfucking link, baby. Come on, baby. I need you to click that link. Yeah. Support the show. Keep it alive. Click the link.
very weird, but if I let the emotions out, they will pour, and I know it will break me. So for now, I'm sealing them all up, and I'm going to get all this done, and I'm going to continue to work. Because the second I stop and sit still and try to look ahead at the path that she created for me, I start thinking about my actual reality, and I can't afford to look at my future or my past until this is
You're an
finished.
OTK.
I'm sure a lot of you guys have realized, but I've unlisted all my old YouTube videos on my main channel. They're all gone. And it's not because they were getting attacked with comments and dislikes and, you know, tech tone viewers, but it's because I just can't look at it. I can't look at those videos, those memories and those times with those people ever again, because many of those people believed Emru off the jump and never talked to me again. And the sad reality is some of my old friends joined right in because that was the safe side to be on. It was the right move for your career, was to defend Emru. And I've since heard there are a couple people in Austin who still talk to me that a lot of those same friends never actually agreed with what Emru did. Now, why would they publicly attack me or stop talking to me completely despite being my close friend for years? It's because many of them are just afraid of their jobs, and that's it. Many of them are streamers completely past their prime and know it's not the smart thing to defend me publicly or even just message me.
They fell off.
Because what if somehow that message gets leaked that you're talking to Mizkif?
They're streamers and they're
are seen with
washed.
that can stop them from getting invited to parties in Austin. That can stop them from having their friend groups. So speaking against Emru is like speaking against Austin, Texas as a whole. You don't get invited to parties, events. You're not seen as part of the crowd. So you're kept on the sideline. And that can really destroy your career. So you keep your silence. And I understand.
I'd do anything to keep Austin, Texas on my side. What a cool place.
And
Fuck.
that some of my friends didn't speak at all. I've had friends text me and call me the entire time, but not say a word publicly. And I'm totally okay with that. I don't want them to hurt themselves over this situation. But to those friends that knew the situation and knew that she was lying, people like Alinity, who I helped move to Austin.
Asian pussy runs Austin. It's true.
Who I spent years standing up for when no one else would. I signed the contract for her to come to America. I saved her from all the allegations she had with PewDiePie and everyone else. And everything that people were putting on her. And that woman went live the day Emru came out with their allegations and threw me away. And she unfollowed me on everything. Alinity. And if a lot of you guys don't know,
the mail order Slavic whore you brought into the country threw you away when it was convenient. What?
I thought was one of my closest friends in Austin, Texas. In fact, right before I left Austin for the last time, I bought her a Donkey Kong Country.
There's no way that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. How are you this retarded though?
Box.
These fucking whores ain't loyal, man.
because I know that's her favorite game. And while I was in Japan, I got her
Donkey
that box,
Kong
and I thought it would
Country.
make her happy. That woman immediately went live, sided with Emiru
I got her fucking Donkey Kong Country and she didn't even take my side.
publicly. My friend Dave immediately called me when
What
he
the
saw
fuck,
that people were
bitch?
talking about Alinity unfollowing me, and was talking to me about how she would come over for hours for advice and life advice. This woman is
The
hard
woman
to
who
even,
admitted to marrying a guy for
think
Canadian
about.
citizenship and
Yeah.
divorcing him betrayed me.
Yeah.
you know, and that's why I just try
What the
to
fuck, man?
not pay attention to it and just get all this done. And for a lot of other friends, they just left. I was there for these people for years. Before any allegations, I was always there. People would always come to me for advice or questions or ask for streaming help because they were my friends and I would help them. But because they were told I'm some kind of monster by the one woman I trusted with everything, they stopped talking to me. I'm not going to give up because I know the reality of who she is. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend I was some perfect person my whole life or even our relationship. I wasn't, and I never claimed to be. But our relationship was nothing close to normal. But it wasn't what she tried to paint it as. And as many of you have figured out by now,
Right.
she was not perfect either, like she
No.
pretended to be. But do I question the people around her, the ones who stood next to her knowing it was all lies? Your lies will be shown too. You sided with someone who lied about crimes, and you helped spread lies about them. You
Dude, okay, he is pissing me off. This is the 6th time you threatened them. Just drop it! Just fucking nuke them!
walked with her on this, so keep walking. But Pokimane, I do miss you. Call me.
Real. Okay, it's so based. Real.
Imagine fumbling a Miru and it
If you're a creator out there and you're not someone who likes surrounding themselves with people like Emiru or Asmongold, reach out. I would love to hang out. Or
Pokimane, I miss you. Call me. That was tough. Bro, he needs to have that energy the whole time. The sappy, sad shit is so gay. He needs that. He needs to just be that. He just needs to be that the whole time.
or anything. I just want to make friends and make fun content for the streaming community. And before I get to what's next, I want to say one thing plainly, because I believe it's more important than anything else in this video. Anyone who lies about being sexually assaulted or physically abused needs jail time. I don't care. That's something Your Rage said himself. But will anyone hold that standard when it's Emiru, the so-called #1 female streamer on Twitch, who's now on Forbes
Lock
magazine?
her up.
A lot of mutual friends,
Lock
other
her
creators
up.
in the space, and people who collab with her do so.
Time
or
to lock
even
that
Twitch
bitch up.
themselves. What about Asmongold? He defended her from the start. Threatened me for months before
Lock
it came
him
out.
up too.
Said I should be permanently banned after she went live.
Oh, shit.
And watched every video and gloated about how he knows more than anyone else and is known for quite some time. Now that actual evidence and facts are finally starting to be heard and seen, will those same people hold themselves and her to those standards?
Find
and
out
morals
next time
that they set?
on Mizkif. Like, dude, just nuke them. If you're gonna do it, just nuke them. Stop fucking cliffhanging me. Gosh, is fuck.
This is only the beginning of what's coming, and I'm just getting started. So what is my plan now? Honestly, I don't know if I'll ever get back to exactly who I was before all this. I've made peace with that. That's just how it is. Life isn't fair. And I know I'm lucky enough to be feeling all of this from a luxury apartment in downtown LA, instead of losing everything else on top of it. I know a lot
Probably
of this
smells
sounds
like
like
pee
I've
out
given
there.
up, but I haven't. In fact, I'm more motivated than ever in my entire life to make sure that I get my truth out there. But I'm proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself.
No, yeah, Turkey Tom. Listen, everyone like hated him and hates him for no reason all the time, and like they hate his content and whatever. But you have to admit, he just raped that bitch and all of Kiwi Farms and everyone that was attacking him, and just aura farmed the whole thing. Like, he just didn't say a thing, and then just posted like unlimited amounts of messages of her literally BPD spiraling about wanting his cock so bad and just being fucking insane.
This has been a 20v1, and I'm proud of what I just did, that I defended myself. If you're one of my viewers, you know I never did that. When someone would attack me, I would just shrug it off.
Yeah, literally, it
When
was
something
so
with
based.
OTK would happen and they would put the blame on me, I would just let it go. I always just let it happen, and I would get upset about it off stream, but I would never say anything publicly. And I wish I didn't. And if people ever attacked me publicly, I would usually just let it go because I wanted to defend my org and make sure we don't lose more sponsors. But looking back, that was the wrong move every single time. But not this time. I should have stood up for myself years ago. But you know what? I'm glad I am now. Making that Emeru video was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. I cried almost every night putting it together. It
Dude, oh my gosh, bro.
hurt sitting there and actually looking at my reality in front of me instead of ignoring it. So a lot of people have been asking me, am I ever going to come back to Twitch? Probably not. And honestly, I'm not welcome there. I know exactly what I'd be walking back into if I did. People who don't want to admit that they were wrong, people who danced to my grave and wanted to show their allegiance to.
Just go stream with Ice Poseidon. He put you on. I forget that. Like, wait, you're just like, why not just go stream with Ice? Why not just go be a fucking Ice Poseidon streamer? You want friends. Hello. He put you on. Duh. That's like your origin.
Emeru, and I'd have to appeal and appease to the same politics and crap that I did for years with content creators that have spit in my face time and time again. I'm good. I want to say this for the final part of the video. The video's been up for almost a week now, and I didn't know if it even hit 20,000 views. I didn't know if
to him because of the
content creators or people would even look at it to the point where I actually did a clip campaign for clips. And I made sure when I did that it was only factual things from the YouTube video with nothing else. And if they did anything else, they are not getting paid. And I told them that very bluntly from the second I put out the ad. But I didn't know if that video would even crack 20,000 viewers. Nothing like this has ever happened before. No one's ever had a big girl streamer make such crazy allegations, and she was the one that everyone loved, and she was lying. I didn't know what was going to happen because that video was everything. If that video didn't go anywhere, I lost. But it did move. It did go somewhere. You guys have supported it. You supported me. You pushed that video. You showed it to people that needed to see the truth. And I've had multiple old friends, multiple friends, and people come to me and say that they just saw the video somewhere or they saw the truth. And for the first time since October, I actually am okay and confident with going outside again. And it's because of that video. If I didn't make
Dude, come on, bro. Being a rapist is not that bad. Can we just be on? Like, that's got crazy or I mean, maybe. Wait, how tall is he? Wait, is it hypergamy at work again? Wait a second. Dude, he's 5'6". Oh my gosh. Oh my, hypergamy hits again. It strikes again.
Push to do that video, and I just let this one go. Like a lot of people told me to. Like a lot of people online said, just give up. I wouldn't be going anywhere. And now I actually want to travel. So here's my plans.
Human resources?
I'm going to go back home to New Jersey for a little bit. I'm going to go see my family. Some people I haven't seen in over a year. I'm just going to try to relax for the first time in 9 months. If you guys don't know, by the way, I'm streaming on Kick, and I
it's over.
Taken a single day off in those 9 months, so I can really use a break. But when I come back, I'm actually doing a $1 million challenge with my chat. I'm gonna give my chat $1 million of my own money to invest with, and they keep all the profit.
You have $1 million to give away, and you're crying about fucking Emeru? What is going on?
They're making black pill edits of me.
It's all of it. I don't take a cut. I'm not shilling a rep code. If you've been watching my streams on Kick, you already know that we did something similar with $400,000. I gave my chat $400,000 of my own money to invest with. In 1 month, they made 10%. So they split $50,000. And between Mizkif being canceled and a Kick chat, you could probably assume there wasn't many people. So they took home a lot of money. So now we're going to do $1 million. And it should be happening in the first 2 days of August. And I would love to see you there. I'm sorry to my parents, my family, and my friends who had to deal with all of this. I'm sorry to my viewers who had to sit through all of this and have to sit with me and who defended me when nobody else would. I'll never forget you. And I want to let you know that you made a huge difference in my life.
You could buy from the Philippines
Thank
with
you.
$1 million.
And to creators and viewers who have seen the video I made and have been outspoken about her lies, you'll never know how much you mean to me. Standing up when everyone else sits down is a hard thing to do. And to those viewers who stuck by me these last 9 months.
You know what he should have done? He immediately, as soon as he broke up with Emeru, or she started accusing him of that, he should have taken one of the Emeru, like, copycats like, because there's a billion of these girls that look like Amiru on TikTok and stuff, and just like brought her in and started dating her and like made her a streamer and put her on. Dude, that'd be that doesn't have a fucking awful voice. That one that slightly mogs Amiru, because there's a bunch. I mean, she has no tits and no ass, and they all have the same face. So, literally, just get one of those.
When they didn't have to, a thank you will never be enough.
Bro, that's what he should have done.
And I'll never know what to say. I don't have the voice I once had. I questioned if this video would even hit 20,000 views. So seeing a shift actually happening this past week
7,000.
has meant the world to me. But it's just a small shift. There's still so much to do and so much more that needs to be said. Because when this story first came out, it got pushed to the limits. And so many people still don't know the truth. And so many people don't know how much she truly lied and the people that were around her. The truth doesn't always come out because sometimes the truth isn't allowed to be. Streamers and content creators will keep their viewers in bubbles to make sure that they don't hear the other side, regardless if it's right or wrong. And that's something that is difficult.
Keeping the viewers locked up away from Mizkif. Okay, like when is part 2 of Amiru Lied coming out? The Truth. Part 1. My life, bro, please, Mizkif. Post part 2. Nuke them already. I'm tired of waiting. I'm so tired, Mizkif. Hitler, I'm so tired.